You're tired of working day in and day out, trying to find new customers, chasing leads, doing whatever work comes your way, and never getting to earn what you're worth. You do it because you love the work, and you're passionate about serving older customers and their families. We get it. What you need is more of the right customers for your business, and more income for you and your family, so you can grow and help more people in your community. Well, you're in the right place, because this is Booming Your Bottom Line.
Hi, and welcome to episode 61 of Booming Your Bottom Line. It's going to be a great show today with some timely and pertinent insight that's going to leave you feeling a bit more hopeful, stronger, and more determined than ever to push your business forward and serve your older customers better. Today's show is just for remodelers, well, and anyone else involved in home remodeling or design. We're talking about the remodeling industry with a specific focus on a few things going on in the remodeling world that are currently in the news. Now, if you're a remodeler, you've most likely been through some tight times, maybe even in the last few years. Many of the remodelers we've talked with are feeling a bit more positive about the economy. So, for those that maybe aren't feeling that yet, we've got some news for you. Things seem to be looking up. Now, according to a recent article in the Boston Globe, home remodeling spending is expected to hit a new high this year, with home remodeling projected spending this year of $155 billion, which surpasses the last spending peak of $150 billion a decade ago. And the NAHB is echoing these sentiments. Paul Emrath, NAHB's Vice President for Survey and Housing Policy Research, said census estimates now indicate that improvements to owner-occupied housing increased at a real rate of 1.3% last year, which is consistent with NAHB's expectations. And he also said, going forward, we expect this modest growth in the market to continue, fueled in part by steady appreciation in house prices that will enable owners to tap into their home equity to fund remodeling projects. Now, like we said, we know that some of you may not be feeling this yet, but we want to encourage you. Things are aligning as the boomer and remodeling markets converge. There is going to be plenty of room and opportunity here. You just need to focus on marketing, education, and outreach that aligns with your best older customers. And speaking of that, have you seen the 2016 Houzz State of the Industry report? Well, if you're a remodeler, you should take a look at it. And we're going to put links to it and these other articles that we're referencing up in the post on the website. Now, according to the report, the majority of residential companies on Houzz expect revenues and profits to increase in 2016. In fact, even more businesses expect increases in 2016 relative to the actual 2015 outcomes. And that includes 74% of remodelers, 79% of interior designers, 78% of design build firms, and 64% of architects. Now, half or more of the companies in every industry group expect revenues to grow by 10% or more in 2016. With the exception of architects, over a quarter of the companies expect revenues to grow by 15% or more. And this part is very interesting. Do you know what the top revenue growth strategies these companies are saying that they're focused on this year? Well, number one is marketing and sales. Number two is bringing in larger budget projects. And number three is improving customer experience. Okay, did you hear that last part? Marketing, larger projects, and customer experience? If that sounds familiar, it's because we've been talking a lot about these exact things in the past year or so. Those are among some of the top things that we teach and work with our clients to achieve for their companies. So, how do you reach these lucrative remodeling buyers? Well, according to a recent article in Reverse Mortgage Daily, it takes using storytelling and images to tap into their emotions, and also what motivates them. Now, there was a really great article on this in Media Post's Engage Boomers section, which Jim Gilmartin, he's the principal of Coming of Age Leadership, says, many baby boomers are diversifying as they grow older. It's making them much tougher to reach. And that marketing success rises or falls according to the marketer's understanding of the boomer worldview, values, and aspirations. So you've got to know them. You've got to know their needs, desires, fears, and goals, and you've got to be able to relay information to them in a way that resonates with them as individuals. And finally, here's some useful tips on selling to older customers. There was a pretty good article in greenindustrypros.com, and it was focused on millennials selling to boomers, and even though I don't agree 100% with everything in it, it had some good tips that are powerful for anyone wanting to serve these customers better. And some of those were, number one, is take the initiative. Don't make them search for you. And once they find you, don't make them have to ask for help. Number two, the speed of your service has to be given in proportion to the amount of customers you have, right? You've got to hustle. And number three, high touch over high tech. Boomers want a high touch experience. High touch with you, your products, and your service. Okay, it's not just about what you sell, but it's how you go about selling it, right? How you go about that experience. Now, your focus on your older customers' experience with you and your brand is so important to not only getting them as paying customers, but also getting them as repeat customers and getting those referrals that everybody wants. Now, all of this industry news, these things are pointing to the new reality for remodelers, at least for the remodelers that are ready to up-level their companies and dominate their local markets. The signs are right here, right in front of us. You just have to look to see it, and then you have to act on it. Now, these are things that we've seen coming, right? We've been teaching, talking, and training over the last year or so about all of these things. So, as an industry, you need to listen to this part. As an industry, we are on the cusp of an incredible shakeup in the remodeling industry, and it's targeted on the baby boomers. Now, if you're a well-established home remodeling professional and are actively performing aging-in-place or accessible home remodeling for older customers, these and other related concepts, they need to be your focus too. Now, if you're ready to serve and reach your best boomer customers, and you want to do it better, if you want to get the lion's share of your local market, and with much, much more revenue, I want to invite you to get in contact with us. Just go to bybblive.com/ready. Answer a few questions for us about your business. And once we get that, we'll get in touch with you to schedule a free 30-minute strategy call. Now, during that call, we're going to talk with you about your business specifically. And we'll also give you some ideas that you can use right now to help get your business moving forward to accomplish your own dreams and goals. And if we see you're really serious about the opportunity to become the remodeler of choice, right, for older consumers in your community, ready to take action to get the lion's share of boomer remodeling customers, we're going to tell you how we can help you do that. So don't wait. Go to bybblive.com/ready. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this episode and that you've heard something that's inspired you or helped you take a step closer to the future you want with your business. Thank you for listening, and until next time, be well, be bold, and boom your bottom line.